A source close to the Pacific News Center says President Barack Obama will visit Guam on June 14th during his Indonesia and Australia trip, but Obama plans to stay on Andersen Air Force Base for only 3 hours while Air Force One refuels. While waiting, he will address U.S. troops behind the fence and then depart for Indonesia shortly after his speech. Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz was the first elected official on Guam to announce his support for Obama. Cruz says he will be disappointed if Obama stays on Guam for only 3 hours.
I was the one that started to talk up the fact that here was this young island man that could possibly be a little more sympathetic to us. But I'm embarrassed to say I really don't know who he is now. He's not the person that I thought I was supporting, because he just has seemingly no empathy or understanding of what's happening in the Pacific.
Cruz says Obama needs to address Guam's infrastructure needs for the island's expanded population during the military buildup.
When the president lands, he should come off with a check, because EPA is the one that said that you need to put a $300 million secondary system in. They know, they're the ones that said the port was the choke point, and they know that we needed $15 million. They set those numbers. So as a starter, he should just come off the plane with those checks. Otherwise, just fly straight to Indonesia. There really is no need to insult us with a 3-hour layover.
Talk about the war reparations. That's what we'll talk about.
Roki Uggan, political coordinator of the Guam for Obama campaign, says it's okay for Obama to stay for only 3 hours.
What I would like is for him to be here longer. Come down to Talafulful, talk to our elders, listen to our elders, right? And listen to the messages that not just our political people want him to hear, but what the heart of our island feels. Let him spend 3 hours in Inarahan, away from elected officials, and he'll hear a spirited message versus a political rhetoric.
The president was originally scheduled to visit Guam back in March, but decided to postpone his trip and remain in Washington, D.C. to see through the passage of the health reform bill. Vice Speaker Cruz thinks he may postpone this trip again.
I think it would be political suicide for him to come. I think that with the situation in the Gulf, I think he'd probably be better off to just save himself the embarrassment and just stay in country and address the issue in the Gulf rather than coming out here.
Whether or not if Obama comes to Guam, most people agree they would rather see him outside the fence to talk to the people. David Macaluso, PNC News.